Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good, so last session we did manage to fix all the Visual Studio 2022 C++20 compiler errors for the 0 hour tools, but we did not yet test if we didn't break the Visual Studio 6. Now let's do that. So we do compile. Let's compile debug. We compile 0 hour tools, and no generals. All right, let's have it run through. Ed Mauler, well, let me see. Did you find the portable vs6 already? Okay, so we're waiting for the compile. Yeah, if this turns out to be successful, then we can start making commits. Let me check real quick here. Guys, any news on the generals v.exe tests? Multiplayer test. Okay, can we find Visual Studio 6? The portable version, it was posted somewhere. I can't remember where though. It was somewhere. Let me look into my Google account. I will blacken my screen here for a moment. And I will open my Google account. Because I think I have it in there somewhere. Drive. Ah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. Share, copy link. There we go. Yeah, and then I share it here. There we go. Okay. I have shared it, and we can put the screen back. There we go. Good. That is solved. Okay, so what do we do next? We wait for the compilation, right? In the meantime, I think we can already start classifying things. I would say we start with everything const. Or we start with these guys here. But I think const is more. Let's do const second. Let's start with this one here. Okay. So this one. This one. This one. Well, maybe we should start with the const. It will be so much more. Yeah. Let's do the const first. Okay, so. This will be interesting if this thing compiles. With that removed, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so const. All this here is const. Yeah. Let's make it a bit larger so we can see it better. Okay, so const. Yeah. No compile error yet. That's very promising. Yep. That's something else. Yeah. That's something else. Here we could also use .front, right? Let me search for this guy here. dot front. This one was a bit trickier, but not a problem. State name buffer, yeah. I hope I implemented it correctly. If this is if the buffer is set, then we delete this buffer and set this null, yeah. And here we allocate the buffer, set the state name to this buffer, and write to the buffer. It should work, yeah. That's something else. Oof. Okay, looks like here the indentation is wrong by one character. Let's fix that. Yeah, here. Okay, fix that. Okay. Okay, let's see the... Okay, we got a compile error. Let's see what that is. Cannot access protected member. Okay. Now that is unexpected. Callback hook. Cannot access protected member. Huh? How? Protected member. This one here. Where? Auto run CPP. Okay, let's open that file. What is the problem? View.html. View.html. .h. Here. Okay. Error. Cannot access protected member. Okay, so the constructor is protected. That's what I'm understanding now. Is that right? What was this before? View HTML. Autorun. Autorun view HTML. Okay, so it was a reference before. A reference. Maybe we just need to remove this here instead. Yeah. Callback. Who's calling this guy? This one. Okay. Well, how does this work if this is protected? So we're not allowed to make a copy of it. Why not? Why not? Because it has user data? Huh? Huh? Callback. Why are we not allowed to make a copy of that thing? I'm not sure what the proper fix here is. Callback. Okay, we cannot instantiate it. Why not? Why are we not allowed to create this thing? But we are creating it here. Oh, that doesn't work. But I mean, if this guy is never called, then why bother? Clearly there's no callback here, right? What is this callback doing? It is calling. Man, it's probably some Stone Age code. No, it's not Stone Age. It's from 2001. It's not that old. Yeah. Renegades. Renegades. Oh, man. Okay, so what do we do about it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we're not allowed to copy this thing. Yeah, what's the proper solution here? Oh. I mean, it's not used, so we could remove it, but for this change, I would like to not yet remove any legacy functionality. Keep everything as pristine as possible to have a really 100% clean base. So far, we have been well on track. We didn't delete a single thing. Yeah, everything is pristine. So how do we deal with this thing? Oh, so I mean, we could make it not protected. Yeah, just make it public. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That probably would be the easiest solution. We can still make it a copy. We could probably leave it reference. But it's the reason is, why would it not allow us to make a copy of it? Is there anything interesting in here? Because no, I don't know. Making a copy of it. Because this one doesn't carry data. Maybe that's why. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure why it cannot be a copy, but it's very explicit. So, but it's only the copy constructor that is right. Okay, how about we make it const callback? Const. But then the callback needs to be const. That doesn't work quite right. Then we have a const callback. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it with the least amount of changes. Unless we remove the protected thingy. Yeah. Ah, this is very unpleasant. Why would there be a protected? So if you make a copy of this, so let's say you have this guy here, the callback, then you give it the pointer to this and then or a reference to this, and then you make a copy of this, then you just have a useless object here. Yeah, and what is why is this? Why does this need to be protected? Hmm. 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 Let's just remove it. Oh, there's another of these. Huh? Oh. It's not the only one. It's a copy of this one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man. Yeah, so the problem here was that the cons is missing. So you cannot do this. But we can do that, I think. Maybe. But then now the problem is that we are calling a non-const callback. So we would have to make this cons, but then would that work? Well, can it then call? That's a good question. If we add const here, can we then call this? Let's see. So how often does this thing exist? More than once. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Yeah, it does. Let's see if that compiles. Okay, if this works, then I would also say we change the other one so it's consistent with this one. So we put const here as well, even though it's like not strictly necessary, but for consistency's sake, I would say so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? They are lucky 0 hour is a year newer than it was. It's a genius move? What? Okay, so this compiled and this one errors, but somewhere else. Okay. Oof. Okay, now the trouble starts. Cout is not a member of STD. Oh. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, now that is trouble. Oof. Okay, how do we deal with that? I was worried that this would happen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So let's try to find all occurrences here. Okay, so C out is not a member of STD. Interesting. Okay, how do we deal with this? We can do. So this C out is part of IO stream, right? Yeah. So how about we call it IO stream std? So we have this cpp macros file, right? This one. So we could say here if using stl port, else, and if. So we say define IO stream std, yeah, and that is empty. And then here we say define IO stream std, like that. Yeah, it is a bit it's a bit unholy. Yeah. Oof. Oof, is there a better solution? Maybe. I have another idea. How about we say so if we go in here, includes IO stream like this. So maybe what we can say is so we can include IO stream, and then here we say namespace say namespace. Oof. Namespace std. And then in there we would say, what is it? What is cout? What is this actually? Oh. It's not a type, it's like an object. Yeah. It's an object. Okay, so well, this means we have to use a macro. Man. Let's revert this here again. So this would work, and then we would just place this before every cout, but this is not good. Is there a better solution? Maybe one where we don't need to touch. See, where we could. No, it's not a good idea. What we could do is, like in not STL port, we could say that it should like we could make a macro define cout, and then that translates to std cout, but that's not good either, because then every word that is cout would be overridden. Well, is a macro, yeah. Oof, no, I don't like that. No. Oh, how do we deal with this? Let me think. There's probably an elegant solution. std. Okay, so the status quo is it just says cout and endl and so on, right? Yeah, so man. If we would write std cout std. You also cannot just make a define for std and then take that out. That won't work either. Oh man. std cout. I have this feeling there is a clever solution to this, but I just can't come up with this right now. Maybe if we poke ChatGPT a little bit, maybe that will help. let me see. In VS in VS6 VS6 std cout in VS6 IO streams cout is not inside the std namespace, but in modern STL it is. How can we cater to both old and new with macros so that it compiles? Let's see. Was not fully compliant. cout was in the global namespace. In modern C++, cout is inside the std namespace. Yeah. Modern C++, cout is inside the std namespace. Define a macro. Okay, this is what we just did here. Yeah. Yeah, but then the problem is alternatively using namespace std. Huh. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's a good idea actually here. I like that. Yeah. But the condition is wrong. It should be the other way around. If it's not VS6, then we should do that. Right? Cause that makes no sense here. But I like the idea, yeah. Okay, that's not bad. So we say if not defined, or let's say if not using STL port and not and this one here. Okay, so if not these, then we do using namespace std. It's a bit tricky though, because then someone doesn't need to write std. It invites mistakes, at least for this compilation. Yeah. It's also not ideal. Can we hold on? We can say using cout equals std cout, right? No, because it's a type. Yeah. Can we say inline inline auto reference cout equals std cout? Would that work? If not defined, else, and if. And here we do include IO stream. Would that work? What is endl? Let me put one for endl. Endl, what is endl? Endl is a function. Endl is a function. Can we make an alias to a function? Probably would have to wrap it in a lambda. Huh. How can we alias a function? We could have a lambda, and then in the lambda it calls std endl. But is it really a function? Hold on. What is this thing? It looks like a function. Endl. But then if it is a function, why can we use that thing without a parameter list? Right? Like how can we reference it like this if it is a function? How does that work? Huh? It's a template function. Maybe it's because of this operator, and then it somehow just works magically. I have no idea how this works actually. It's interesting, yeah. Yeah, but it seems to be a function, right? So we would be able to call it something like this, right? No. It needs like a template argument here. Something in there. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what we can do is make a lambda. Oh, but then what? Ah, Jesus. Huh. Maybe we replicate this here. So we do this. We do std basic o stream. And then in there we call return sorry, return std handle, and we give it we pass this, so this would be a template argument, right? Handle, or am I mistaken? Hold on, it's on the wrong line here. Okay, hold on, we can simplify this. So here we pass simply this guy. Yeah, and then we do this. We can remove these guys. Yeah. I think we do it like this. And see out, we simply take a reference of it, inline reference. And this template is also inline, yeah. You can make it explicit by saying here inline, just to, yeah. Let's remove this comment here. Let's put this in here. Yeah, this might work. Maybe. Actually, is Endel a problem anyway? Probably. Yeah, okay. So let's go to CSC diff, yeah. So right now it's complaining at line 197, right? Okay, so let's, for testers, let's go up here, there. And instead of IOStream, we include our utility CPP macros, which is not found. In general, it's MD, CSC diff. CSC diff here. Okay, we open the CMake list, and here we have linked libraries, and there we add GZ utility. There we go. Yeah, and then that eventually works. That means we can take out this guy. Yeah, the IOStream guy. Yeah. Okay, and then here we can remove this guy and this guy. Yeah. Let's see if that would compile. Let's see. Okay, so this has compiled. Yeah. Yeah. That is promising. Maybe we should not put it in a file called cpp macros, but in a new file, we call it iostream adapter or something like this. Yeah, maybe that's a better idea. Where is it? Here, game code, dependencies, utility. So we put put a iostream adapter. Well, let's say, let's call it iostream vs6. And then in there we do then we take this guy and put it in here. So we take all these guys, put it here, put this one here. It's by the super hackers. I think the super hacker is good enough. Yeah. This file helps adapting modern iostream to legacy vs6 iostream, where symbols are not contained in the std namespace. Okay. Okay. This one still errors at the same line. Cout is not a member of std, but we changed it. No. 197. Huh. I'm surprised. Let's go back up here. Let's remove this guy. And then we include vs6. Utility. iostream vs6. Let's see if that compiles. Error. Oh. .h. Okay, so that completes, succeeds. Basically, we need to see that the CRC diff at line 197 no longer fails compiling. If that is the case, then we're good. Oh. Hold on. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, looks like this works now. We got past it. Line 197 is no longer in here. That's great. Okay, so we go to, well, that means we can now revert all these guys here. Yeah. Okay, reset. Then we put this guy. Remove this guy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then we need to. Yeah. Maybe we can also wrap this one here into a. Let's do hash map. Let me ask, was hash map a thing in vs6, or was that just, or was that part of STL port? HashMap was available, but it was not part of the standard STL. Instead, it was a Microsoft specific extension provided in the HashMap. Okay. Dirkumware. STL port also provided HashMap. Okay. Okay. Dirkumware. HashMap. Okay. STD Microsoft. Huh. Okay, how about we put this guy then? So we make a hash map vs6.h, and then we do pragma once, And we say super hacker, this file declares this file includes a hash map that is compatible with vs6 STL port and modern C++ for the most part. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should then hash map, STL port hash map. Compatible with vs6 STL port and modern C++ for the most part. It is not compatible with the resize function, resize and reserve. Yeah. Okay, so if we open expander.h, then here we include utility hash map vs6. Yeah, and then we can remove all this here. Yeah. Is that fair? Let me search for this guy here. We have it at a couple places. Yeah. So we have this guy here. Yeah, and here. Okay. Getting rid of the duplicates. Okay, matchbot. Need to open the CMake. Open containing folder, CMake. Why is this not listed in here? Matchbot. Matchbot. Yeah. There we go. GZ utility. Okay. I wonder if we should perhaps name this vs6 hash map instead of the other way. Like that. vs6 iostream. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's search for this guy. Oops. So we change this guy, vs6 hash map. Yeah, I think vs6 is also not a great name. Because it's not just for vs6, right? So Yeah, maybe we should call it adapter. IO stream adapter. Hash map adapter. Self-var adapter. Okay. Let's see the builds. Okay, that means we need to now revisit all the STD thingies. Either we just revert them. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, let's go through and find all the things. The same accounts for stream buff. Stream buff. Stream buff. STD stream buff. There we go. So we would have to create an alias for the stream buff. Okay, that's a fail. Okay, hash map adapter. What failed compilation here? Error. Oh. Hash map adapter. Did we type it wrong? Oh. Game engine. GZ utility. Okay, so this stream buff thingy, I can still not find it. Why not? Ah. Come on. Really? Really? Nothing works. It's a weird message. I can't remember ever seeing this. Huh? That's weird. Okay, finally we just decided to give up. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have to put it here. It's already in here. It's already there. I don't understand why it doesn't find it. Okay, let's revisit this another time. I don't want to hang up on this right now. It doesn't find it, fine. Let's revisit this another time. Why is it not finding it? I don't understand. Nothing but problems here, right? Okay, so streamer.h. 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 It doesn't find it, of course. Launcher. There we go. Okay, so we put the stream buff here. Yeah. And we probably want to say include utility IOStream adapter, right? Okay. That means we need to put in the launcher This is way too slow here. I don't know what Microsoft is doing. But this is too slow. Man, why is it loading so long? Oh, the pain. Man, the load times are longer than loading a map in generals. My gosh. Longer than map transfer even. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is it downloading like a new version of Windows while it reloads a project? What is it doing? It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Who is testing this software? Probably no one. Good. I think we need to add this guy. And then this should now include. Again, really? Oh my gosh. Oh, this wait time is killing me. Why is it taking so long? Is there maybe like a Microsoft employee who has to do something while I wait for this? He has to like open a terminal and type some commands in there to like advance this for me, or like what is going on? I don't understand. This is outrageous. Or did they just put like a sleep 1 minute in there? Sleep 60,000 milliseconds? Maybe. I don't understand it. Or is it maybe like, maybe there's some logic in there that makes a lookup, like a file, a disk search, searches some stuff on the disk, but it's searching from a really unfavorable root directory, and then it moves into all leaves, visits all files, looks into everything. Maybe it's something of that sort. It just reads a lot of stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't. There's no explanation for this. There must be some bug with some lookup, something. It is doing something, but really inefficiently, and no one at Microsoft has thought about this. Yeah, it's outrageous, man. I don't know what to say. What is this here? What is he doing? It's good for overview, yeah. My gosh. Yeah. I mean, this seems a bit wide. It gives a player with a wide screen a huge advantage. If we target multiplayer, I recommend to cap the widescreen at some limit. Otherwise, very wide screens will have a huge advantage. Will have a competitive advantage. It's still loading the launcher. Oh my gosh. Let's do something else then. Yeah. Let's look at some stuff here. You can display download patch for this PR by adding .patch. You could then review it in text editor. My gosh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Code formatting. What do we have here? A bit late, but I'm definitely in favor of spaces. Having the code look different in any editor you use is not a good thing. Yeah, but that means you make the choice for someone. Apart from that, the DE factor standard for any open source project or closed source project are white spaces. Regular C++ devs will be quite confused by tabs. Yeah, I don't feel strongly about deleting tabs, but I just wanted to mention it anyway. Funny gems in code. What? Friends don't touch friends' boobies. Jesus Christ. Okay, is it still loading? Oh, looks like it hung up. Yeah, looks like the Microsoft guy went to sleep. No longer serves us. No, is it doing? It is still working. Holy shit! It just took like 5 minutes to get done. It's unbelievable how shitty slow this project loading is. Unbelievable. It's meant to be a simple text editor, but somehow they managed to put in a NASA aircraft in here. Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, so we have this adapter in here. So if we go to the IO stream adapter, then can we... Let's put a bit more spaces here. Things are easier to read. So can we say using... what was it? stream buff equals std stream buff. Will this work? Maybe. Let's put it up here. Okay, so that means we should be able to delete this here, right? Okay, so how about we go OStream. OStream. So, okay, so wdebug. Let's open wdebug. Actually, yeah, hold on. wdebug.h. No. wdebug.h. I think there are also multiple ones of these, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so in here we also at the top we put this guy, include utility / iostream adapter. Okay, and then we put wdebug. Okay, and then let's remove all these guys here. Yeah. And let's see if that compiles. Yeah. Oof. Cout redefinition. Oh. 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 Well, that's... Oh. There we go. Fixed. Hash map. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so now next step we need to put OStream in there. iostream adapter. Okay, so we put this guy, OStream. Okay. Let's see that. Aha. Okay, we're making progress here. Let's also attack the other what was it? I already forgot. wdebug, right? wdebug, yeah. Take this guy here. wdebug. Oof. Mangler. 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 Man. Mangler GZ utility. Okay, let's test that. Now it will reload stuff again and it will take 10 hours. Map awareness is a skill allowing all players to see whole map with gigantic screen. In multiplayer takes away from the gameplay, from the sneaky nature of strategy games. For single player, this is fine. Okay, so do we get some errors or not? Error, yeah. Still erroring. Man. But we just added it to the Mangler. What's the problem now? We added it here. Oh no, that's the matchbot. Mangler. Here, we added it here. Z Mangler. GZ utility. Oh, maybe it should be in the Mangler lib here. Oh. Right, that could be. Maybe we make a link libraries, public. No, let's keep it private for now. Utility wsock. Then we remove this one again. Move that here. Let's try that. Build and compiling. We good to merge the general support. Good question. Okay, feedback. No problem with same version, but OG versus new has a mismatch when joining. Oof, OG versus new has a mismatch when joining. Huh. That mismatch is strange. Does this also happen with generals version 1.00 versus generals version 1.08? I was waiting for QA tests. There seems to be a problem with matchmaking, but perhaps that is original behavior. Okay, looks like it's still failing. My gosh, what is the problem here? Oh man, this will take us a while to fix up, I would say. Yeah. And the wait times are not helping here. No. Not helping. Code formatting. I believe it should be mostly consistent. I would prefer spaces a bit over tabs, given what Felipe is saying. That being said, it probably would have to be applied project-wide. Either way is fine. Tabs was just a recommendation. It was just a idea to allow users pick their tab size, the tab width. Original generals also uses tabs. Generals code. Having the code look different on any editor you use is not a good thing. I never had this kind of problem. I won't say anything. For pure executable, we have freedoms to implement, but when shipping patch, well, I won't say anything. The problem is you need to make the right choices. If you ship the patch with a screwed camera system where everyone can see everything, you take away from the game experience. You make it a different game. And I don't think we want that. The original game, the camera is relatively close to the ground. If you raise it up, the game significantly changes. Very much. Well, I mean, well, we're not really talking about raising it much, but we're talking about, no, let me rephrase it. You're talking about widening the scope that you can see with when you have a wide monitor. Yeah, so if you have a long monitor, you could see east to west on one screen. So you would never need to scroll left and right. You only need to scroll up and down, basically, right? Yeah. And then, yeah, you can see everything happening left and right. Yeah. This doesn't sound like a good solution. No. Man, this is still failing in Mangler. Why? Mangler, yes. Maybe it needs to be public. Hold on, let's go back to the Mangler. Mangler. Okay, so Mangler lib. Okay, let's make a target link libraries public. Public. There we go. Maybe this works. Man. I will be right back. Okay. That has compiled now. That's good. All right. Thank you very much. Good. Let's go to the Mangler. Oh, man. Mangler. And of course this takes forever again. Yeah, no, the question is, can they answer this question here? I've never seen the screen here. Game has detected a mismatch. This means the multiplayer game has lost synchronization data between the players. It is possible that your opponent has modified his version, and you may want to include him on your ignore list. I mean, this must mean that there's a CRC mismatch, right? Executable CRC mismatch. Okay, so we're looking at launcher, Mangler, wdebug, yeah? Okay. So we can revert all these guys here. Reset. And debug CPP, we can do the same. All right, good. Then we go to this one here. We do the same here. Launcher. Then we go to, there was one more wdebug. Yeah, matchbot. Let's go to matchbot. That already has utility. Okay, good. Matchbot. wdebug. Here we also compile out this one. Include utility IOStream adapter. Good. Yeah. Okay, I think we can then also remove this guy. Let's let him be here for now. Okay. wdebug matchbot. Yeah. Let's revert these guys and these guys. Yeah. Okay, let's compile that. Okay, that has succeeded. Good, then let's see where it trips up next. Yeah, we need an answer to this question, yeah. If it does happen with an older, with two different generals versions, then this is fine. It was unmodded exe. Unmodded exe. Fresh from stream. Do you have generals cd? Shit. Can someone organize? Can someone organize a generals 1.00 exe? Basically, if this mismatch dialog also comes with two old retail versions, then we do not worry about this. It is strange though, because zero hour does not do this mismatch dialog. TFD is 1.08. Okay, while it compiles, let's already look at more things. Actually, let's continue with the C strings, with the constants things. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, const. Because I will already clean up our change list quite a bit. Yeah. Match my debug. Yep. Yep. That's not constness, no. That neither. Yep. at something else as well here. This is also constness, yeah. This is, oof. This is not constness. Or is it? Is this a constant thingy? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Okay. I think that covers the constant stuff. Most of it at least. Let's look over it once more. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. This is not constness. This one is not on stage. Yeah. This one is all const. Const. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. 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 Okay, looks good to me. Then give it a name. So this is ZH fix constness errors for 0-hour tools build. Mm-hmm. Commit. All right. Good. Let's see what the next error is. Front error. Oh. Debug window dialog, CPP. So dot front does not exist here. Huh. Okay. Dot front. Huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Basic string doesn't have a front. Well, in that case, we have to do the 0 here. Oh, hold on. Can we use CSTR? Ah, no, it wants to write in there. Uh-huh. No, then it has to be like that, yeah. At set window text, here we can use... Here we should be able to use CSTR, no? CSTR. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this should work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me say, let's do 4 spaces then. Okay. Next, wdebug. Streamer. Stream buff base class undefined. Huh? Launcher streamer. What is the problem? Launcher streamer. Stream buff. Base class undefined. Huh? What did we do? Launcher streamer. Is that because of iostream.h? Could that be? So if we go to if we go to this file, if we do if using STL port include iostream.h, else include iostream, and if, would that make a difference? I wonder if we should just simplify this and just move it in there. Yeah, like this. Maybe that's good enough. Like this. Let's see if that works. Oof. Huh? What is the problem here? Should we say if def or if? Line 15. Why does it go here? I'm a bit puzzled right now. Why is it going in here? Man. Why? Error. Inline not permitted on data declarations. Why is it going in there? Oh, what did we do? Oh my gosh. Why is it going in here? It should have this one defined here, no? Or am I dreaming here somehow? Is it, oh, is it maybe because this guy, hold on. Nah. Nah. Man. Oh man. Okay, for starters, let me replace all the ifs with if def. Okay. Good. I don't understand why it's going in here. It makes no sense to me. Because we should have this one defined. Oh man. What is this bullshit? Oh man. Hey. How is this reaching this? How? How is this possible? Config file CPP. Huh? How is config file even loading this thing? Where is config file loading this? W string? Nah. What is happening here? What is happening? I don't understand. I don't understand why this config file CPP is even including this. Who is including this? What is this doing? Why is this retarded? Huh? Does this compile? This does compile. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Why does this not compile? I really want to flip some tables right now. My gosh. What is this config file doing? I don't understand. Launcher config file. What about this dictionary.h? Ah, it includes debug.h. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Let's look at debug.h. Oh man. Launcher. Huh? What happened now? What happened? Why is what? Why does this look like this? Where's the editor? Huh? Huh? Okay. Now it's okay. Good. So it includes this guy, and then it screws up. Okay, at least it makes sense now that we have that we see this here. Okay, but why? Ah. Ah. Ah, I see. This one. I see. Okay, now I understand it. It doesn't. This tool doesn't include. I see. It doesn't include IOStream. Okay. It doesn't include STL port, I mean. Okay, let's say if not defined that and not no. Okay, if not defined, no, if defined that or that, yeah. Okay, let's try that again. My gosh. It's outrageous. Okay. Good. Streamer. All right. Good. That's fair. So streamer CPP, which project? Launcher. Yeah. And this one looks totally destroyed again. Okay, fine. Streamer. Okay, so let's revert this guy. Yeah. Okay. And And this one is also wrong here then. And this as well. Okay, let's open all streamer.h's. There are multiples of these. Yeah. Streamer. Oh man, why is this always broken here? There we go. Okay, so here we comment this one out. Put this guy in. Okay, we remove this guy. Okay, next, streamer. Again, this is broken. Try again, matchbot. There we go. Comment this. All right. There we go. Okay, next we do... Oh man. Okay, so next is this guy. Then here we need to also make a change. We need to remove this guy. And then we need to do... We need to say if defined this one or that. And then we put that everywhere here. There we go. There we go. And here. Okay, streamer.cpp. Next. Here we got a broken view again for some reason. Man, Visual Studio is bugging more than 0 hour. It's really remarkable. I thought 0 hour is hard to beat in terms of bugs, but Visual Studio is right up there, I would say. Yeah, it's right up there. This is what happens when you let the interns write the code for these tools. Just bugs. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I think that is fine. Yeah. Stream buff. Okay. And I think we do the same here. There we go. I think we forgot something here. Yeah, here. Let's revisit all the other ones again. So if yeah, this looks correct. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, seems to be correct. Let's compile it here. And that succeeds. Let's run it here. Okay. utypes.h. What is that? Support. Huh. So wait, wchat is unknown in Visual Studio? What? Nah, that can't be. No, we're using this everywhere now. Actually, we don't. It's used a few times. Okay, why is this erroring here? Huh? Unexpected end of file found. Okay, let me ask. Does this exist in vs6? It exists, but is not a built-in type by default. It is treated as a type def for unsigned short. Okay, so wchat is a type def. What? Okay. Okay, so before, let me see. Utypes. Okay, so it was an unsigned short before. Okay, then we have to say here if whatever else. I don't know why it typed if 0. It makes absolutely no sense why it would autocomplete like that. Okay, so we take this guy and then we take this guy and we put it up here. If define this and that. Then we take this guy and we make it unsigned short. There we go. Good. Okay, that succeeds here. Let's check this. Man, so many traps here. Booby traps. Booby traps. Yeah. Man. Bingo. Doesn't seem to launch. Okay, next error. Oh my gosh. Error. Okay, CERR. Okay. Main CPP. That's fine. Main CPP in matchbot. Okay. So we go up here and we do IO stream. Okay. Include utility IO stream adapter. There we go. Okay, let's go to main CPP here, and we revert these guys, and this one, and this, and this. Yeah, reset. There we go. And then we go to adapter, IO stream adapter, and we put in C error. There we go. All right. That works. I do hope though that this one here is compatible. Like, so, oh man, I have brain damage again. So if this guy changes, is this a problem? Hold on. So we have hold a reference to C out. So this is like some static, right? Or extern. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it should work. Yeah, because this never changes. It's always the same address. Yeah. Yeah, this should be fine. If this was like a pointer and then you had like a pointer here, then that would be weird. Then that wouldn't work, right? If something, yeah, like let's say, yeah, you had a pointer and it was assigned to null, and then here on static initialization it assigns it, then it would be null pointer here, and that wouldn't work. But this should work because this is just an object and it never changes its location, so this should always work. Yeah. Okay, what's the next? Oof. Aha. Error. Syntax error. Identifier time t. Okay. Okay, so here we remove this guy. Okay. It's probably on modern Windows, time t is automatically included in here. Yeah. Okay, well then we say, oops. Then we say, if that, then put it in there. We're making progress. That's all that matters. Question is, can we get this done in this session to compile on both? We are nearing 3 hours. Maybe, maybe not. Let's make the 3 hours full. Yeah. And then we call it a day. Okay. Oh. Okay. Team generic. Get string is not a member of C string. Oh boy. Oof. Is there any other way then? Get string. Oh, is there any other function? Get buffer. PCX. What the hell is X? Ugh. Okay, let me see if there's any other of these here. Return that. Aha, there's an operator. Okay, there's an implicit cast. Okay, so how about we do... Oof. So maybe we can do a static cast. Why is the string unknown now? What? Okay. LP CSTR. Okay, can we do that? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if that compiles. Yeah, let's see if that compiles here. Man. Yeah, it got past it. Okay. Then we can go ahead and search for all .get strings that we have touched. Yeah, search for that. And then we replace them with this kind of approach, yeah. Right? Yeah. Man. All these tricks. Real tricks, yeah. Yeah. Man. Okay, what's the next step? Team identity, the same thing. Okay, let's try it again. Man. Bet they had to change some internal code. Can you try to play back if you replace recorded to play back if you record it in 1.08, playback if you replace in generals v.exe recorded by generals. However, the test is bad because generals has no fast forward. Okay, next error. Still erroring. Oh, did we not save it? Maybe we didn't save. Okay. Okay, it came quite far. Yeah. No, it did not. Printf. What is this? Not found. Okay. Okay. Ugh. What is this file here? Huh. Oh, it's not found here. Oh. Because we excluded it. Right. How do we open this file now? Probably in here, right? Yeah. Printf. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe we just accept that we cannot test this in generals. I find this really odd though. Why does this work in 0 hour but not in general? Why does this work but not in generals? It is funny though, because this is let's say this broke, this feature broke in ZH, then this is the only reason we can consider 1.04 compatibility to begin with via network lobby. By the way, how do we deal with 1.04 compatibility in multiplayer lobby? That does not work, right? Okay, it has completed build. What about the STD stuff? I thought that there would be still some here. Why did it not complain about this stuff? Okay, we have two more constants. Huh? Why it closed? There's more. This is not constant. Let's search for this guy here. Oh man. Includes utility IO stream adapter. Timing test. Oh. Gee, that's utility. iostream.h. Oh, let's not change this here. Leave that. Okay. What do we do with this guy? Say if not defined windows. If not defined windows. Let's just assume that this works. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we got it to compile now on both on this and on this. I think that's good enough for now. Good. Then next session we eliminate more of these STDs, the thingies here. I don't know why. I don't know why this didn't error now. So if we remove these guys, reset timing test. Now timing test should fail now, right? Well, looks like it's already failing here on project reload. Can you test retail? Can you test 0 hour 1.04 versus hour versus generals zh.exe in multiplayer CNC online lobby? My expectation is that they cannot join each other. I think Omniblade is already gone, right? Omniblade. No, he's still here. At Omniblade. Do we want to merge now? QA test is inconclusive, but I don't think it's our fault. Okay, so this has succeeded. Let's check this here one more time. Okay, if this succeeds as well, then yeah, I'm happy. And then next session we continue with cleaning this up and yeah, submitting. Yeah. Okay, that was quite a bit more work than I anticipated. I thought it would be easier, but there's quite a few pitfalls. Yeah. But I think for some things we got some good solutions. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's error. Okay. Mangler CPP. Okay, so there's still work left to do. Mangler CPP. Right, there's STD stuff here. Why did it compile before then though? Huh? No idea. Okay, well, that's simple enough. Mangler test. Oh man. Mangler test. Right. Oof. Clang tidy. Huh, what can this tool do? Loop convert. Huh, interesting. Oof. Modernize. Modernize concat nested namespaces. Deprecated headers. Make shared, make unique, min max. Pass by value. Shrink to fit. Use auto. No, please don't. Bool literals, constraints. No discard. Oof. Null pointer, override. Modernize, use override. That's cool. Using. Okay, it compiles now, but I still have my doubts here because, like, for example, the flush thingy, we have not moved at all into. So there are some places where it calls flush, right? Where? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Huh. Looks like the Clang Tidy can do a lot of automation cleanups on the code. I didn't even know that this is a thing. That's interesting. Huh. We'll have to read through some of these. So much, my gosh. Oh. Make it a bit larger. Huh. Interesting. No recursion. Oof. Okay. Anyway, compilation looks okay right now, but there's probably more we need to do. We'll do that the next session. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.